Hello everybody, Turbo HD here. Playing a different game, a game I've played before, Dungeon Defenders 2. I'm gonna go through and kind of go through the campaign and try to explain as much as I can about the story as much as I can. So starting out, 4 different characters. Have your apprentice or whatever, magic wielder. Then you have your squire, which is kind of your warrior-ish character with your knights. Oh, there are also towers that you can build to defend the crystal that you have to defend. So you have your flame burst tower, arcane barrier, frostbite, earth shatter for your apprentice. Your squire is more of a physical damage character, where he has cannonball, spike blockade, a ballista, and a training dummy. Then you have your huntress, which is kind of like a rogue-ish type character. Traps, poison dart towers. Blaze balloon is kind of another trap that kind of lets out magma or hot fire. Then you have your monk, kind of half and half between magical and physical. Lightning aura, boost, which gives you boost damage to your other towers. Doesn't have to be just the monks, any of the other characters. You have abilities as well on each of the characters. Special attacks that you can use in each character. I'm gonna go through and play on the huntress. Give her a name. Turbo. And I have a few extra characters that I have already played, but this one I'm gonna start from square one. This is the tavern that you start out in. Yeah, it's pretty big. There's a lot of different stuff that I'll get to later that'll explain through the campaign if you play it for the first time. But here is the map in which you start out. Campaign. I guess easy is probably the easiest way to start out. So we're going to start on the first map, campaign. See how it goes. Joining game. So in this whole thing, this is the crystal that you're supposed to protect. So starting out on your character, have on the bottom, you have the right side, they're blue, is your attack. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 on your keyboard. So this map, the idea is to defend the crystal. So in doing that, there's these white lines, either white, blue, or not blue, yellowish, orange, or purple. Setting up defenses along the lines helps with the defense, helps defending the crystal, because that's the supposed path monsters will take. This one is kind of far-fetched. They tend to go pretty straight. but in trying and testing out, I think we're gonna put 5, put a couple around here just for last ditch effort. So monsters try to ruin the world. So whenever you're ready, you press G. Start out. At the first map, monsters coming in at level 1, 800 health, 3 different lanes. Usually it's best to stay somewhere where you can see all the different lanes at once, so you can see if there's any particular lane that's struggling to defend against, and then you just attack necessary. Items will drop down, and you can help defend. These items that drop down have damage percent, or not damage percent, but damage stats. So it adds damage to your character. This one, since I pretty much have bare bones anything, I definitely need to get some anything. So this, pressing F to pick it up and equip immediately. This bow particularly has a spread shot. It seems like it's one thing that they've added recently is a new firing kind of animation, not animation, but both arrows. Sometimes I shoot in a straight point. So another thing they added was stat point. So there's many different stats. There's your physical resist, magical resist, defense critical chance, a bunch of different stuff. This side is defenses for your like traps, towers. This is for your hero side, health, damage, ability powers. The bottom left side had all those skills, and then your crit damage. So I think on this, since traps only started out with like 20 charges, I think I'm going to go through pair all of these just so 25, I don't know, but the numbers start turning redder and more red as they get lower and lower on their charge. So definitely need to build a little bit closer. Just in case some get through. Eventually, once you get leveled up, you'll be able to increase or be able to upgrade your defenses. I think there's 4 different tiers or 5 different tiers you have. Starting out is a tier 1 and goes up to 5. Numbers suck. Excuse me. So going into wave 2, there's a little bit more characters, monsters that are coming out. But hopefully my defenses will be able to survive. It looks like those guys throwing the grenades, goblins, sitting out a little bit further than I anticipated. So next round next building phase I might push those out or sell the ones that I have and then build new further out. Now, build while you're in a combat phase, but your building is a lot slower than instant. obviously. So you see the right next to my cursor or my crosshairs, that little bar gauge slowly increases. That shows your time on your. This gives an increase to defense power. Still increase my defense health because I need to for a Traptress is a kind of a class, not a specific class. It's a I don't say type of huntress. Huntress, well, as far as builds, understanding that there's different types of gear you can equip on your character that'll benefit in different ways. Either it being just strictly all hero damage, so that it's just straight damage hero, or your defense would do more damage. Just gonna press G to finish the first round playing on this map. Got to level 3. Like I said before, being in an area where you can see all the lanes at once, how your defense is quite beneficial, especially when there's hordes of monsters and you don't know which lane's suffering. So, but like the other characters, there's different ways to build. I mean, there's no one right way to build. There's many different ways you can build with the different characters, and you can do combinations with other characters to help with the builds. Like with the monk, you have that boost aura that helps with damage on your other towers. So using that with, say, your cannonball towers would make it really do a lot more damage. And when I'm bringing up my items that I have equipped, I'm pressing shift, left shift, to bring up a comparison. Kind of shows both items. See how mine compares to it. And that is the first round. The first map on the Gates of Dragonfall. And at the end of every map that you beat, you get a chest, varying from powerful items to epic item to mythical chest, and then best one, legendary. So you get some gold and a few items. There's also passives, passive stats that are set below the stats, right above the sell value and stuff. Like one that I have equipped is hero chance over on the left side. Right side is the one that's on the ground that I'm comparing to. That helps with concussive shots, which is my first shot. And I have all this other stuff. That stuff, since I don't have anything equipped yet. I think I have any shoes. So that is the first round. Generally have like a minute and a half or 2 minutes left after each cave round map to pick up all the items that you want. But they have an auto loot to where it automatically puts it into your inventory. so that you don't have to worry about losing an item that you didn't see that you might have wanted had it be, or had it have extra boost to any stat that you're looking for. So that's the first map on the Gates of Dragonfall on 2. I hope you all enjoyed this. Please hit that like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see. Leave a comment on anything that I should do or any suggestions. Thanks.